right now I'm in the ambulance, Tallinn Kirabi. I just saw my first ever corpse, and the weirdest thing is, I came in there thinking the corpse has only been there for an hour or two, and he was like, I thought he was like of African origin, like completely black, because what I saw was was like just a man keeled over his bed, like so, with his stomach out and his like hands like crooked in there, and with his hands his skin dried up so you can see the outline of his bones, but he was quite overweight, so his hand was still quite big, but then it was like needles as fingers, and there was like yellow stains across the bed. He was like laying across the bed, back, stomach up, like round stomach, like outwards. And then I think as I left, I asked the head nurse, like, how long has he been there? And the last time he was seen was on the 12th of January, like by the social workers in his building. So, and it's the 5th of February right now. So basically he's been laying there for about a month, and get this, he weren't even black.
Hey, bro. What? Oh my God!
He was white. He was like white Estonian male, and literally I was in shock because I was like, how? I never heard of a corpse turning completely black. Or obviously now I think say it out loud, it kind of makes sense. But when you go in there, the smell for one is not the best. Like, you're thinking, wow, it's probably a mix of bile, piss, like his stool releasing after death. But wow, it only felt like I was in the room for a second, and then the paramedic and the nurse are in the corridor saying, Vladimir or Vova, are you coming out? I left, and they were like, well, we nearly locked you inside there. It was surreal seeing that body there, like lying down there. So we just had the last practical at the Tallinn Kirabi, the ambulance. Quite upsetting to go, because actually it's probably one of the best shifts I've had there. It was unbelievable. The team I worked with, like, there was a young nurse, she was about 25, she's so energetic and bubbly, and so like answered all my questions, and I managed to put 2 cannulas in, like no problems, feeling so much more confident with that. And it's crazy, like the amount of like elderly couples I met, these like few calls I had, like to see people being together for so long, for like around 90 years, and them like taking care of each other. It was really beautiful to see. It was like a different breath of like perspective of life, of like, even though no matter how old or unwell you get, or no matter what illnesses you have, like some people have someone there to look after them, and you always have people like the nurse, the paramedic, the driver that I was working with, that work their whole lives helping people, like normal civilians, day to day, night to night, and you never think about it. Like, after doing a 24-hour shift, it really opens your eyes to like what happens in the background when like you're lost in your own problems. And you just got, sometimes I hope like this kind of reminds you of like the things that are going on around you are so much bigger than you sometimes, and it's amazing to be alive, man. What do you have to say, Sepin? Do you want to say anything?
Quite tired, but it's really cool, yeah.